Hello guys, welcome back to another one, and we've been waiting on this round from we seen it at the very start. We had a quick drive in the Sirocco around this track at the very start of the season, and it felt quite nice, and we just hoped that it wasn't going to be killed with a tire bar. That's how we ended up at Volkswagen. This is, I believe, either second split or third split, same as what we have been doing. We've qualified pretty decently here in third, but the objective is to try and improve in hope that we can sneak into a top split lobby. We've been almost afraid to do races because we're just slowly but surely dropping down and getting further and further away from a top split race. But now we've been waiting on Goodwood for a long time. So we're basically using today's Goodwood FI races as a way of trying to get up into a top split lobby, as we're making a move for second position in this one. We'll get the job done. Jano out front, TG Motorsport in this one as well. Believe we also had Jev in this one too. Adventure Racing, check him out if you don't already know him. A good YouTuber. We've also got, as I said, PG, another YouTuber in this one, but he's a dirty dog. If I've run into the PG Motorsport before. But yes, we're basically trying to use this round to try and sneak into a top split. It's a track that we like, the car feels competitive, so we're just going to keep on running all the rounds if we have to, in hope that we can get a good result after another good result after another good result, which will eventually, hopefully, by the end of the night, sneak us into our first ever top split lobby race. And it will be on a track that we like and we feel like we're pretty decent on. So this one has started pretty good for us, as I say. The car felt really nice. We run quite a bit of practice around this. We even actually, we were just looking for good rooms to join. Jeff had a room open, so we were able to get a wee practice with a couple of Alexa Jano and Catfish there, who helped give us a wee bit of confidence in Jeff's room. We also hopped into Keys lobby, which gave us a lot of confidence. We've done 3 or 4 runs in Keys lobbies, and even just being in those lobbies with those fast guys, and it can only help. Extremely nervous in those lobbies as well. Not wanting to embarrass yourself. But as I say, lap 3 in this one, and as you can see, it's all going absolutely splendid at the moment. If we look behind, we're getting a bit of a gap. I don't think Catfish is actually flashing at us there. I think I have heard before that some hog control players, I believe, when they apply their brakes, their lights flash. So I believe that is what is happening here with Catfish, as it's only in the braking areas when he's on the brakes that his lights seem to be flashing. So I'm not sure what kind of glitch that is, but on with a skip we shall go, because we have more interesting tries than this one. This was basically what we got this race. We threatened to hang with Jano for a few laps, but then he's broke that slipstream to us, and there's not a lot we can do about that. We're really just trying to concentrate on Mr. Catfish behind us here and trying to keep him out of our slipstream as best we can. And as I say, we'll get through this one. This more of a shorter video. I do believe this was third split, possibly could have been second split. A bit unsure, but we are number 9 on the door, so plenty of improving for us to do in this one. As you can see, we've found ourselves in a wee gap, and this was us. We were all alone. Not that we were complaining about being all alone. As you can see by the look on our face, we have a big smile underneath that hamlet. You can't hide a smile like that. No amount of tinted visors is going to hide that shit. Onwards again, 5 to go. And as I say, there was not really any movement for me. We've had a couple of bad laps there, looking down the side. We've had a couple of laps that have just dropped into the 16s. My practice runs, I started getting pretty consistently into the 15s, and when I was in keys, lobbies, and Jeb's lobby, I did find out something new. My pace in the race is a 1:15.2 usually, until up to a 1:15.6, 1:15.7, and that is roughly where my pace was. Only 1 or 2 laps usually in the 15.2s, 15.3s, most of them all 15.4s to 15.6s and 7s, as I say, which is my pace. However, when you get in a room with fast guys, your pace is faster if you can hang on to that slipstream. So I realised that although my pace isn't high 14s, low 15s every lap, when you have a guy who has that pace in front of you, if you can stay in a slipstream, then all of a sudden you have that pace as well, just because you're being helped out with a slipstream. So yeah, as I say, we've learned quite a bit on this round. Even though I felt like I knew the track, I was good at the track, I knew the lines, I didn't. There's still more learning to be done. I started to figure out the chicane at the end. I thought I'd already figured the chicane out, but no, I hadn't. Slightly different, I suppose, in every car, but yeah, it's all about the roll on with the throttle in this here front wheel drive car in order to get the exit. Sometimes you don't even know that you've got the good exit, but we started to get our lap times consistently down into the 1:14s for qualifying. Whenever at the start I would have been happy with a 15.3, and by the time the races actually came, I wouldn't have been happy unless I got a 14.8, 14.7 in qualifying, which seemed to be qualifying me half decent in these lobbies. And there we go, there wasn't an awful lot to see in this one. We maintained second position the whole way through. I can report to you that it was more points than we have ever scored before in Gran Turismo. This second place gave us a whopping 275 points, which we were over the moon with. Were we going to sit on those points? Of course we weren't. We wanted a top split lobby race. That's what this round was all about for us. This was perhaps our last chance to try and sneak up into a top split lobby. Be sure to catch the next video. Well, we'll sneak into a top split then.